Okay, great. So, how are you guys?
I'm fine, sir. How are
Oh,
you?
oh, good, good, very good. So, we all have completed the introduction session, right? Now we will move into more about cybersecurity. As in week one, we have a task that we need to install the virtual machine and Kali and Ubuntu in virtual machine. So, have you done that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone is here who found any problem to installation of operating system?
Good evening, sir. Actually, I didn't find any issues while installing Kali or VMware, but I'm getting like error in while installing Snot. It is showing packages are unavailable.
Which version you are looking for?
No, Snot.
In Astronaut, we have multiple versions. So, which version you are working with?
I didn't mention any version or something like that. Like in command line, I just
Uh,
gave
sim
to install
sim Simply type Astronaut in your command line. So, it will show
S.
a version. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Hmm. If
No
it's a
need of any
version like,
sudo get apt like that, sir.
no, first you need to install. Okay. Can you show the problem right now?
You want me to share my screen, sir?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yes. Give me 2 minutes.
Or anyone else is here finding any problem in Astronaut installation?
No, sir.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes. Continue.
Yeah, sir. Here I gave. See, sir. Here I gave sudo apt get
Hmm.
installs not. It is showing unable
Hmm.
to locate packages not.
Why you are installing Astronaut in your Ubuntu? You can use Kali for this, right?
There is no issues using like Kali also, sir. I thought I should run Snot in Ubuntu only.
Hmm. Then let me see the problem. Just go with sudo. Have you done that sudo apt update and upgrade?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, I have did. That was the first command. I was trying to do everything, but I
Hmm.
couldn't find.
Try upgrade also.
Actually, I have tried that as well, but it is showing the same way.
Okay, so
I have tried it for several times.
you are getting error unable to locate packet, right?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, we got the answer from someone.
Mm.
Check the chat box what he is saying. Okay,
Yeah, sir.
it is. You want to install my environment and V environment. Nitish, Jadhav, can you explain what you are saying?
That's what-
The Nitish is saying something.
So can I off my? Shall I stop sharing my screen?
Yes, you can. Actually, you need to check file is there, source dot list. Okay.
Sir, I didn't get you.
In your, like in etc, there is a folder named as apt. In that, you will find a file source dot list. Right.
Okay, sir.
There you need to check, like there is a deb link mentioned, like http.kali.org, and
Okay.
we have rolling name country, right?
Okay, sir.
So check for that.
Yeah.
You simply go to source.list directory and whatever the content you will find there, okay,
Sir,
paste that.
I tried
Yes.
source list also, sir.
Then what is the problem it is in there?
After trying all these also, like if at all, if I try to install, it's not, it is showing that unable to find package.
No, what I'm saying.
Sir, I tried for the, like list also, sir, but then it is showing the same way.
Look, now this specific line is mentioned in your source list. Check for that.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Should should I click it and do, sir, now?
No, no, no. Just copy this line and paste in your notebook. Okay. And what you
Yes, sir.
can do, simply you in your source.list file, check for this
Okay.
specific line. It is there or not. If not,
Okay.
then you need to go for manual installation, right?
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Okay, sir. I'll try to do it too.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hmm. Okay, guys. So today what we will do, we will go with some very basic but important topic about cyber security. That also comes under the introduction part. But whatever the first introduction slide I have given, that is very basic. Okay. Although this is brief one, I will try to include everything here. All of you can see my PPT.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this slide, the agenda are introduction and the key terms in cybersecurity. Now we will understand the types of hackers and hacking in cybersecurity. Now we have some teamings. We will understand that what are the teamings in cybersecurity. Then we will go for cyber attacks and cyber kill chain. Okay. Now with these, you will get a idea what is cybersecurity, what we do in cybersecurity, and how we are going to perform this. Okay. So first, I hope that all of you remember the basic definition. Okay, it is a practice of protecting system network and infrastructure from digital attack. Now in cybersecurity, we have different domains. First, we have network security, then information security. Okay, so now network security basically protecting the devices. Okay, which are related from the network. Okay, and in network security only, we have something known as data in transit. So we are securing that. Then we have information security. It's a complete process of protecting sensitive data from unauthorized access, modification, disturbance, no matter whether the data is in physical format or it is in digital format. In information security, we have both. Then we have application security. Its primary purpose is ensure that the software and application are free from vulnerability that could be exploited. Right. Then we have endpoint security, like securing the device, computers, mobile phones, and other endpoints that connect to a network. And nowadays we have also cloud security because previously what we have a server kind of infrastructure where we have a physical server. So we are going with this now. When we are more relying on cloud, then cloud security is also important for us. Here we are protecting the cloud-based system, services, and data from threats. And we have incident response. So incident response basically work with identifying and managing and mitigating the effect of cyber incident. Apart from it, we have something known as cyber forensic. Okay, which is the process. Suppose we have attack. Now to identify what are the attack vectors, what are the problems. Okay, so that comes in the cyber forensic. That is a different domain. CI tried in previous classes already completed. And here we have basic history of cyber security. So the first cyber attack was in 1996, from 1996 to 1916 to 1917. Then we have first firewall technology in late 80s. Then we have age of viruses in 1990. Then we have advent of World Wide Web in 2000. And like this, we have different timeline for cyber security. Now, why cyber security is important? That is a question. Because look, student, when we are into cyber security, we are working with an organization. Now, organization usually work for profit, right? Now, as a cyber security professional, you are not directly generating the profit. Maybe we have developer, we have cloud architecture. So, what their service can be commercialized, right? But cyber security is a service where we don't have direct product. Okay. Some people who belongs to development with the help of cloud people, they can develop a product, but we can't. So why cybersecurity is important and how it is adding value to the organization? So to understand this, we need to understand the impact of cyber attack. Okay. Can you give any example? What are the impact of cyber attack?
We can lose sensitive data.
Reputational losses
Hmm.
and business losses.
Hmm. Look, it all started with the trust loss, right? Although whatever the IT organizations we are, majority of them are dealing with the consumers, right? They are providing any kind of service, product related service. Okay, you have heard the term like this is a product based company or this is a service based company. In service based company, we have clients. In product based company, we have consumers, right? Now, whenever a data breach or a cyber attack is there, first thing we are losing that is that is the trust of our consumers or our clients, right? Now, when the consumer or client will have the trust issue, so what they will do? So they will start finding some other solutions for their requirement. So there is a bad image in market that this specific organization is not able to provide a good service. So that now that converted into reputation damage. First we have trust issue. Now that issue converted into reputation damage. As we have reputation damage in a market, so our investor and the stakeholder they also want a clear hand. So they want to they will go for a exit, right? Now, as your investor and whatever the stake persons are there, if they are getting exit, it means you will face some financial losses also. So by any data breaches, we don't have a direct financial loss, but we have a chain system, right? Now you then the second case we have sometimes we have attack like ransomware. In that up point is there that we will lose our data or we need to pay. If we will pay that it is a financial loss. If we will lose our data, so for recreating the whole data, it will cause something. So it's not a kind of direct impact, it is an indirect impact in terms of finance. So now by protecting you from these problems, okay, so we are giving the solution. Now that solution is saving money of organization. So that is a kind of profit to organization. We are doing that, right? Now what we are doing, like protecting the sensitive information, prevention from data breaches, mitigating the ransomware threats, okay? Then regulating the compliances. Now this point is important. Whenever you are dealing with data, okay, so we have some laws, we have some rules and regulations that we need to follow. Otherwise, our license will be cancelled or we are not allowed to do that. For that, we have some compliances and regulatory policy. So, to fulfill the requirement of that, we also require cybersecurity professionals. Now, we have some specific regulations like GDPR, GIPAA, and PCI. In India, the most famous is ISO 27001. Okay, every compliance has few requirement, a specific requirement. Now the cybersecurity professionals are fulfilling the requirement by their skill, and the company is working smoothly. Now, by fulfilling the requirement of that compliances, automatically we are maintaining customer trust. Then, then we have something known as evolving cyber threat landscape and the supporting business connectivity. So these are some important points of cybersecurity. Now this career opportunity in cybersecurity. Okay. Now for now, I hope that this is not that much required. But if you want to learn, just tell me. I will explain. Yeah, am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
So all of you are aware about careers in cybersecurity, or I need to explain this.
Yes, sir, we are aware.
Okay. So that's great. Now let's go to overview of key terms in cybersecurity. So we have some terms whenever we are talking just in the data breach. Now we assign a single term for a process. But the data breach is not something like uh, a specific process. It is a group of processes. But we have assigned a key term. So why this key term is important? The first thing is effective communication. Okay. Whenever you are into cybersecurity, you need to understand that maximum of time we need to explain the stuff to the people who are not very much into technical background, right? So that's why we have introduced different scoring system and different terms in cybersecurity, so that apart from understanding the whole stuff, they will just understand the term or they will feel the term. Okay, for example, if you will say we have APT. Now they can understand, okay, APT, what actually APT, what is that? They don't know, but they know that it is a serious point. Okay, so first thing, effective communication, then enhance understanding and inform decision making. Okay, so first we have threat. Now can anyone explain what is threat? Yes, anyone, what is threat?
Sir, potential damage that can occur when we exploit a vulnerability.
Yeah, very correct. So threat is something a potential cause of an incident that may result to harm a system or organization. Or basically a potential what we say it's a potential cause. It's not like if we have a threat, that doesn't mean it is going to happen. Okay, it may or it may not. So there is a probability of that. So that is a kind of threat. Then we have vulnerability. It is nothing but a weakness of a system. Okay. Vulnerability is nothing but a weakness of a system, application, or network, or your whole infrastructure. If any weakness is there. Now, what do you mean weakness? Weakness simply means any specific point from where unauthorized access or any kind of malicious activity can be performed. That is nothing but the weakness. Now we have example like few type of threats. So we have malicious actor, natural disaster, and human errors. Now malicious actors, deliberate action taken by attackers to compromise the system. So malicious attack simply means the whole domain of your hacking. Right. Then we have natural disaster. Natural disaster, it may be anything, okay, on which we don't have any control. So flood, earthquakes, or a file can be corrupted, anything. For example, you have a database. Okay, you have set up complete thing. Now there is a natural disaster by that the whole system fall down. So that is also we need to deal with that. We need to go for the backup and all. And in last we have human error. As we all are humans, we have some limitations that we can do error. Okay, no matter how skillful you are, but doing a error is there is a high chance that we can do that. Although we are humans, and some examples of vulnerability like software bugs, okay, flaws in code that can be exploited, or sometimes some kind of misconfigurations, or we are using outdated software. So these things are nothing but the what you say outdated software. Guys, just give me a second. Okay. Then here now we have some the relationship between threats and vulnerability. In cybersecurity, we have something known as risk assessment. Okay, am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, I am getting a low bandwidth, so that's why I'm asking again and again. So, risk assessment is a function of the likelihood that a threat will be exploit a vulnerability. Yeah, just give me a second, guys. Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah, guys, please read this slide. Okay, for one. Okay, let it be. So risk assessment, it is a function of the likelihood that a threat will be exploit a vulnerability, leading to a potential impact on the organization. So we have a equation of risk that threat into vulnerability. By this equation, we can simply identify what is the risk. Okay. Now, what is the why this is important to identifying threats and vulnerability? So it will lead you to early detection and allow organization to implement appropriate security controls, minimizing the potential damage. And continuous assessment is crucial for adopting. Okay, so basically, with the help of this risk assessment and to understand what are the threats and vulnerability, we can mitigate any potential attack. Okay, now we are talking about attack, but we need to understand what is attack. So an attack is an attempt to compromise the integrity, confidentiality, or ability of a system. It can target an individual, organization, or information system. Basically, anyhow, if any person or group, okay, is breaking your CIA thread, that comes under attack. In attack, we basically two types: active attack and passive attack. In active attack, the attacker is directly manipulating the transaction or transitions, right? In passive attack, he is not manipulating anything, he is just observing or just monitoring. For example of active attack like DOS and MITMs. Okay. In passive attack, we have traffic analysis and sniffing. Now, some common attack techniques we have like malware infection, phishing, and exploiting the vulnerabilities, and whatever the impact of cyber attack we have learned. So that all are same. Okay. Yeah. So that is already clear. So we have some vulnerabilities mentioned like zero-day vulnerability. Then okay. So here one point is the exploit. Exploit is something like a, mm, an exploit is a piece of code, okay, or a command or a sequence of commands that can take advantage of a vulnerability in the software or hardware to cause an intended behavior or gain unauthorized access. Okay. Basically, when we are taking advantage of any vulnerability, so that process is known as exploitation. In exploitation type, we have two things. First thing, remote exploit, then we have local exploit. In remote, the attackers basically use remote location or they don't have any access of physical area. Instead of that, they are remotely performing their stuff. In local exploit, basically they have the access of local areas. It means the premises. and there only they are performing their stuff. Then zero-day vulnerability, it is very important in cybersecurity because zero-day vulnerability simply means any vulnerability which is not known by vendor or vendor haven't provided the solution for that. So it means the vulnerability everyone know, but we don't have any solution for that vulnerability. Until unless the vendors are creating the solution, that vulnerability will be a zero-day vulnerabilities only. Okay. Then in cybersecurity, social engineering, that is a complete uh, you consider different aspects of cybersecurity. Here we are not using too many technicalities. Instead of that, we are using tricks. Right. Now, a very famous definition of social engineering, that is, it is a art of human hacking. Here we don't targeting any system or network. Instead of that, we are targeting the psychology of human. We are manipulating the humans to reveal their password or sensitive information, okay, or any valuable information. In social engineering, we have few common types like phishing, pretexting, betting, tailgating. Okay, okay. So I hope that in some classes I explained with this example. Yeah. So by this image, can you classify that which one is legitimate and which one is fake? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we have two screenshots here. Can you tell me which one is legitimate and which one is fake?
Sir, left one is fake.
Left one. You means that Patna Nagar
First,
Nigam.
yes. It starts from AD.
Hmm.
So it is advertisement.
Oh, so usually government also do advertisement
Okay.
because after AD we have BRGOVT, Bihar government, and the message came from Patna Nagar Nigam.
You can verify through its website https://pmc.bihar.gov.in, like that. You can
If you
verify which
visit the website, okay, so that
it is
website,
verified.
that pmc.bihar.gov.in, that is Patna Municipal Corporation website. Yeah. So very good observation. What's your name?
My name is
Sir,
Sajid.
was
Nawaz. Very good observation. Actually, both are fake. Okay. But the case is different. This is a complete social engineering, whether this is a kind of attack. Here, some attackers, what they did, and they got the access of Patna Municipal Corporation website, and they are sending this message to the random people. Okay. Now, I don't have any property in Patna. Okay. Even in Bihar, I can say I have. Yeah, in Bihar I have few properties, but in Patna especially I don't have. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So I hope that you also got this message. So Nawaz, if you are from Patna, so uh, so when I got this message, I was also confused because this BRGOVT and this URL, uh, yeah, everything is working. So when I did some research on this, I found that okay, the now this website is on the like what we say PMC only, but the specific subdomain, anyhow they have compromised this. And when you will do a payment, so that time they are redirecting to their own account and whatever it may be. Okay. In the second case, uh, so I got this message now when I verified this LICIND. Okay. So I found that this is legitimate, but in this case also, first thing I don't have any LIC, so I found that actually they both messages came to my mobile only. Then I yeah this phone number and yeah please is written as PL. So by these things I observed that okay this is the fake one. Also the URL what it is showing, so that URL is also I found that that is not legitimate. So this is something known as social engineering. Okay, basically they are pretending to be someone else. Okay, and yes, few people who relate with that. In both cases, I directly found that this is not valid because in both conditions I was not there. Okay, so this is a perfect example of social engineering. And I hope that all of you have got few messages like this. Nowadays, social engineering is in boom. And now, social engineering psychological tactics. So, what we are using that urgency and fear and trust. Now, let's come to this example. Here, they are showing urgency by some kind of yeah. They have mentioned a date, and they are also implementing some kind of finding. Yeah, here you can see. Let me select up time. Okay, here you see that
Sir, you're not audible.
Voice is not coming, sir.
hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now I hope that it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So by this example, you can see that they are basically using these three of the tactics. Okay, first thing urgency, fear, and the trust. They are using these three techniques in a social engineering. Now we have lot of impact of social engineering than in prevention. What I will say that the awareness is only a prevention. We don't have any option in social engineering. Okay. Now this is one aspect where we have talked about the social engineering. Okay. Now we need to understand that first we have active and passive attack. In active attack and passive attack, both are technical. Then we have social engineering, which is more on non-technical and more focused on the psychology of humans. Okay. Then we have something known as encryption and decryption. Encryption simply means the process of converting the simple text into ciphertext. Okay. Now, whenever we have data, so what? Look. Now, if your name that is a data. Suppose, for example, we have named as Rohan. Rohan is a data. Now we have protected. We have tried to give protection from every aspect, and also we have a term in especially cyber security that nothing is completely secure. Okay. So encryption is a method where we are simply converting the format. Okay. Now, if you will write Rohan as 12345, so by any chance if the data leak is also there, so no one can take advantage of that specific data. So it simply means a process where we convert the simple text into ciphertext, and that decryption is the vice versa. Okay. We basically use encryption for data integrity and data privacy. We have some types of encryption, like we have basically two types, symmetric and asymmetric. Okay. Symmetric is single key system, asymmetric is multi-key system. That is more on networking part. Okay. We have simple example of advanced encryption standard, that is AES, and we have also 3 AES, 2 AES, everything. In asymmetric, basically we have two multi-key public key private key system. Okay. And the best example is RSA. Okay. Then we have few things more in cybersecurity. First, we have malware. Malware simply means any malicious software, right? Any malicious piece of code that may disturb, disrupt, or gain unauthorized access into a system, network, or infrastructure. That is malware. In malware, we have different types like virus, trojans, worms, spyware, ransomware, adware. We have multiple things. Now, everything, if you will look the code of virus, worms, trojans, everything, that is nothing but the kind of code or script. According to the characteristic we are defining. So, in virus, that is a self-replicating program. Actually, some mistake is there. Virus is not a self-replicating. Okay. Basically, virus is a program which need any host program or host process. And when the host process is executed, the virus is executed. Well, as one that is self-replicating and it don't need any specific host. Okay, it can spread over to your network and harm the system. Now we have Trojan. So there's a story behind Trojan. Simply, I will refer the Trojan horse story. You can Google it and read. So basically, Trojan is a malicious software designed as legitimate one. Okay. So basically, it is a malicious software hidden under a legitimate software. Then we have spywares. So now these softwares are designed to secretly monitor and collect the data. For example, keylogger and all. Then ransomware. Okay, if some code just encrypt the data and if they will demand for money, so that is a kind of ransomware. And the adware, it basically like designed to show the unwanted advertisement. Okay. Hmm. So these all are malwares in cybersecurity. Now, basically, how malware can come to your device. So sometimes it's because we are inserting random bits into our system. So that is a path. Then drive-by download. We are downloading some stuff from unauthorized website. Okay. We are going for some. We usually download some. We usually do some piracy, like download the movies from unauthorized or game. So there it is there. Also nowadays it have come to notice that people who are using what we say the cheat codes or the hacks in games. So to activate that, we to the method from where that they activate that. From that method, the virus can come to the system or the malware can come to the system. And then in cybersecurity, we have authentication. Okay, so it is a process of verifying the identity of a user, device, or system to ensure only unauthorized entities can access to the resource. So in authentication, we have multiple. Like first, we have simple authentication system that is a password. Okay. Then we have like two-factor authentication, three-factor authentication, and multi-factor authentication. So I have created a classification like where you have simple authentication. So something you know that is a term like your password or PIN or anything that you know and that only you know. But the problem is that this thing you can share intentionally or unintentionally. So that is a weak point. Okay. For example, your password. So intentionally also you can share your password. Okay. Unintentionally also someone can get using some simple social media, they can get access of your password. Then we have two F authentication where we have something you know and something you have. Now that you know the concept is same, we are using password pins and something you have like security tokens, smart card or mobile devices. Any other devices or any other object that you have will authenticate you. Now there the security is increased, but the problem is we also have a condition that someone can get access of that specific. So we have created the three-factor authentication in which something you are. Okay. So like for example, the biometrics like fingerprint, facial recognition, retina. Now this is the secured one. Okay. For example, no one can take access of your retina. It's with you only. And if we will combine two or more than two, that is a multi-factor authentication. Got it? So this is a simple authentication. Phishing, which is a type of what we say social engineering. Okay, in social engineering, phishing usually use that's why the dedicated slide is there. So we have all for phishing, especially for phishing, we have multiple tools in cybersecurity also. With the help of we can perform the phishing attack, and we have types of phishing. So in phishing, it's a type of cyber attack where attackers um, attempt to deceive individual into providing their sensitive information such as password, card number, or any personal information. We have different kind of phishing like email phishing, spear phishing, wishing, phishing, okay, and farming, cloning, whaling. What you can do, you can take a step for better understanding, okay, or I will try to share this with you. Then we have data breach that I hope that you all know what are the data breach. It's simply a situation where the confidential data is leaked and someone got unauthorized access of the data. Now, the common cause of data breaching, first we have hacking or cracking, then we have phishing or weak password. Okay, that comes under misconfiguration, that imply mistake, which is a kind of human error. Then unsecure system design. And the impact are same. In cybersecurity, in each case, impact are usually same. Financial losses, reputation damage, identity theft, these things. Okay, now we have threat actor, which is important in cybersecurity. So threat actor are individual or group responsible for carrying out a cyber attack or malicious activity. Okay, they vary in motive, capabilities, and target. Now, in threat actor, we need to understand that first thing, these are nothing but the malicious or unethical hackers. Okay, or a specific what we say process or anything from which a cyber attack can be carried out. So first we have hackers, individuals who attempt to exploit the vulnerability for personal gain, learning, or challenges. So they are simply hackers. Then cyber criminals, organizations, group, or individual involved
illegal activity for profit, such as stealing personal data, money, or intellectual property. So these are cyber criminals. Now, simply who are hacker, we cannot treat them as a cyber criminal. Okay. To understand this, you need to understand the Indian IT Act. Okay, they have. Yeah, this is a very unique case. Suppose you perform a social engineering attack. Simply, you have done a call, and there you have said that I am calling from your bank. I need your card number or anything. From that, you have stolen money. That is a crime, but that is not a cyber crime because that comes under the fraudulent. Okay, so that for that we have Act in India Penal Code Act 420. Okay, then we have something known as state actors, like nation or state actors, government or state sponsored group that conduct cyber attacks for for further political and economical or military goals. Basically, state sponsor attacker we usually call them. So now there is a scenario that something you are doing in country that is illegal, but with the help of government, if you are doing the same for some other country which are not allies to us, so that is a kind of, you can say that that comes under non-criminal activity. For example, I'm giving you a clear idea that if you will shoot down some person, so that is a crime. But when a person from armed forces shoot down a person from enemy forces in a condition of war, so that not comes under a crime. Okay, that is a point of break. The same thing here. If you are doing the malicious activity inside the country, so that is a crime. But with the help of organization, with the understanding of government, you are doing the same for what we say some non-allied company, then country, then it's not a crime. And then we have insider threats. So they are like malicious or negligible employees. Then we have activities. So you all have heard the term activities. So they are simply individual or group who are working for a specific goal or spreading a thought. So just like that, activities, individual or group who are taking uh, as a form of political protest or to advance social cause. Simply, so they are usually doing hacking for a specific agenda, right? Then we have something known as script kiddies, inexperienced individual who use pre-written hacking tools or script to launch attack without deep knowledge or hacking techniques. So they are also a kind of threat actor. Basically, these are the newbies, we can say, or the freshers who don't have too much understanding. They are just performing hit and try. And usually, we got lot of content on internet. And in last year, cyber terrorist. Now, with the term terrorist, you can understand the agenda is same. Individual or group who use cyber attack to create a fear, damage infrastructure, or promote ideological agendas which are not in favor of nation. Okay, so these are some type of what we say threat actor. Now we need to understand the type of hack. Basically, we have white hat, black hat that you all have heard. Also, we have some gray hat hacker. Okay, activities. So white hat hacker, the key characteristics are like legal, protective, collaborative, and certified professional. So they are white hat. They will do all the things in a legal way. Okay. So basically, we have different kind of certifications for that, like CEH or OSCP or CompTIA Security Plus, these things. After that, they usually go for penetration testing, vulnerability assessment, security audit. In these things, they are usually working with the organization. Then black hat attacker, they are basically the skilled people, but they have a bad intention. Okay, so key characteristics are illegal activity, then malicious intention, profit driven. Okay, then the gray hat. So they are individuals who fall between white hat and black hat attacker. While they may not have malicious intent, they hack the system to network without exploiting premises, usually to identify vulnerabilities. However, they may report to the flaws, even exploit them for personal gain. So simply, they will go for unauthorized access vulnerability discovery. Okay, and their intention in mix that they will find the vulnerability, they will report, you will give them money. Simple. Then we have activities, script grid. I already explained each one. Okay, state sponsor, simultaneous group. Okay. We have time. In 5 minutes, we will try to understand these three things. In cybersecurity, we have three teams: red team, blue team, and purple team. Okay. Now, red teamers basically these are the persons or these are the groups. Okay, who will perform the attack. Okay, and report everything so that the security will be improved. Okay, simply they will exploit the things to make more secure. Blue teamer, they are more on defending. They will create the defense infrastructure. And purple teaming, they are a communication bridge between the red team and blue team. By this analogy, this image, you can get an analogy. Well, let me zoom it out. Red team, basically we know them as offensive security, blue team defensive security, and purple team security analytics. Okay, so they will go for vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, social engineering, these things. Blue team will for implementing control, security monitoring, and incident response. And purple team improve organization security posture. Okay, so purple team is a collaborative environment where the red team and blue team are isolated bodies working with its own goal. So I hope that this is enough for today's session. Okay. Any doubt or discussion you want? Hello.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. I have one question to ask.
Yes, please.
Uh, which you gave us a task, so we should present in a document format like in PDF or in a PPT format.
For presentation, you can go with your convenience in which you are comfortable. And for reporting purpose, the team will ask you with a specific format. So that information you will get in group.
So it means we can also share or we can present in PDF format also.
Yeah, sure, no issue. For me, I will see the quality of content, not the format of content. But for final your reporting or final your final submission, the team will notify. Team will give you all the instruction how you need to do that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.